Hello again everybody and welcome back to Boozetooz. Today we're going to be unboxing the entire Five Nights at Freddy's Haunted Youtooz Collection. So without further ado, let's open these things up. Alrighty, so we have 5 figures to go over today, so this is going to be a little bit of a bigger video. But I have been really looking forward to checking out these figures because they look absolutely amazing. By the way, be patient with me. My knowledge on the Five Nights at Freddy's lore is not as good as it should be, so if I get anything wrong or miss out on a reference, please let me know down in the comments. And if you want to help me out by improving my FNAF lore abilities, let me know down in the comments some stuff that I should know. I'm going to try to learn a little bit more before I unbox all the withered Youtooz that are going to be coming in a little bit. By the way, subscribe if you want to see more Five Nights at Freddy's Youtooz unboxings because I got a lot coming. And now there's one more thing that I need to do before we get started here. See Delirious over there? Delirious is going bye-bye. Because I have the perfect figure to replace Delirious for this video. And that is the one and only Sun and Moon Youtooz prototype. And here it is. And as you can see, Moon is missing one of his arms. And if you want to find out why that is, make sure you go check out the video where I unbox this thing. It's a pretty good video. But for now, we're going to stick this thing in the back here. And now let's finally get started. And we're going to open this box the only way I know how. By violently ripping it open. And there we go. You know, when it comes to opening boxes, you gotta do it with charisma, like I did. But now let's see our money shot here. Check that out. We got all 5. Finally! For some reason, Chica, Bonnie, and Golden Freddy came first, and I didn't get Freddy and Foxy until like 2 weeks later, which is kind of weird, but whatever. We got them all now. So I guess let's take them out of the box here. First up, we got Chica, we got Bonnie, we got Foxy, we got Freddy, and of course, last but not least, we got Golden Freddy. Alright, let's get this box out of here. And now let's set these things up so we can see how they all look together before we unbox them. And there they are. Check that out. These things look sick as a collection. So as far as I'm seeing right now, they all have the same exact sleeve. Not just the front of the sleeve, but it looks like all around. But I guess we'll see when we get there. Right now, we gotta figure out which one we're gonna go with first. And I'm thinking, since I already made a YouTube short on Bonnie, Chica, and Golden Freddy, I'm thinking we start with those 3 and then we do Foxy and Freddy last. I mean, I think that makes sense. So let's grab these 2 out of here. And now we got to figure out which one of these 3 we're going to do first. So this is what I'm thinking. I'll tell you what I'm thinking, okay? This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we do Chica. I have a strange calling to Chica. So let's grab Bonnie and Golden Freddy and let's get started, shall we? Pop this thing out of the sleeve and let's slide it right out. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. For some reason, the box always wants to come out with a sleeve. I don't know why, but it always does that. Let's throw the sleeve back on there, and we're good to go. Actually, let's start with this side right here. So on the front here, we got Haunted Chica. We got the concept right there, and it looks like we have a black background. And I think the black background on these looks fantastic, considering they're in like their jump scare poses, you know? So it looks like they're jumping right out of the darkness. Here's a little close-up of the front of the sleeve here, and on the side here, it looks like we're, inside the pizzeria, I'd say. We got all that detail on the wall there. It looks like we have the Five Nights at Freddy's logo right there, and it looks like we have a Youtoozified poster of Bonnie on the bottom there. On the back of the sleeve here, it looks like we have a little sneak peek of the figure there. We got Haunted Chica on the bottom, and we got another Youtoozified poster on the left side there. And on the final side here, we just have another picture of the concept with that black background. And now, let's take the sleeve off. Actually, wait, we should probably do it from this side. I'm still not used to these new sleeves. And there we go. It looks like Haunted Chica is number 26 of the Five Nights at Freddy's collection. We have the concept right there. We got that same black background. On the side of the box here, it looks like we have another picture of the concept right there, and I'm not sure what's in the background there. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think that is. It looks like the door to me, possibly. It could be the door, but I'm not exactly sure. And on the back of the box here, check that out. I love that detail. It looks like we have the camera POV of Chica, and that just looks sick. And I'm pretty sure I know where this is from, right? This is the first game right before she comes to the door, the last time you see her in the cameras, right? When she's kind of like in the corner there with her head down, and she's looking at the camera, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where it's based on. It looks like we have the ghost there right beside her with its arms up, and that's kind of cute, not gonna lie. As you can probably tell, each animatronic has the ghost of the child that is haunting it, or possessing it, I guess, somewhere on the figure, which is a very, very cool concept. But we have a little message on the back of the box here, and it says, 5 children reported missing. Suspect has been convicted. The bodies were never found. And on the side here it says, local pizzeria said to close by year's end. Very, very cool. I'll give you guys a quick little 360 of the box there. But now let's open this thing up. So on the top here we have another picture of the concept right there with that black background, and let's see what the message on the inside of the tab says. And it says, I was the first. I saw everything. Wow, what a figure to pick first then. Looks like I randomly chose correctly. Very, very cool. But now let's take this figure out and let's check out that inside box design. And it looks like we have the security office. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing I already lost the game then, considering the animatronic is in the security office. I would be long dead and stuffed in an animatronic suit by now. And here is what the other side looks like as well. And actually, if you look from the top, you can actually see the flooring on the bottom there. That's pretty cool. But now, I think I'll toss the box and the sleeve in the back here, and we'll check out this figure. And here it is. Oh, this looks sick. I gotta say, they did a killer job on these figures. I mean, the colors look great on it. The quality of the figure feels really nice, and the poses on them are awesome. So we got the ghost on the top of the head there, and it looks like it's completely transparent. Looks like we got some black Youtooz eyes on that thing, and we got a little crying detail there as well. And the pose of the ghost looks really good as well. I like how they have arms and legs instead of just that tail that we saw on the box there. So it looks like we got the little tuft of feathers on the top of Chica's head there. We got some pink Youtooz eyes, and of course the beak is wide open, exposing those teeth on the bottom row there. It looks like we can actually see the exoskeleton on the inside there, right underneath the head, which is a pretty cool little detail. Then of course we have Chica's classic bib that says let's eat, and I'll give you guys a little zoom in on that as well. We got both the Chica's arms facing backwards. It looks like you can see a little bit of blackness on each wrist there and on the back of the shoulder there, which is also some pretty cool detail. Then of course we have Chica's big feet on the bottom there, and I gotta say I'm really digging the new Youtooz bases. They look a lot better than the old ones. But this is what it looks like on the bottom of the base there. And I can definitely say that these things do not come off the base, or at least they're not supposed to. I'm sure you could get it off the base, but I wouldn't suggest it. Here's a little bit more of a close-up of the figure, and now I'll give you guys a 360 of this figure so you guys can check out all that detail. So now let's take care of the sleeve and the box, and let's move Chica to the back of the desk here. I think we're gonna put Chica right there. Next up we got Bonnie. So let's pop the sleeve open, and let's drop her right out. Or him. I think Bonnie might be a dude, but it's a robot anyway, so I don't think gender really matters all that much. Let's toss that sleeve back on there, and there we go. So it looks like we got Haunted Bonnie on the top there. We got the concept right there, and we got that same black background, and it looks like we have the same exact detail. I'd say so. We got Haunted Bonnie on the bottom there. We got a little bit of a sneak peek of the figure right there, and on the final side here, we have another picture of the concept with that black background. Alrighty, let's take the sleeve off, and let's check out the box. It looks like Haunted Bonnie is number 28 of the Five Nights at Freddy's collection. We have the concept right there and that black background. On the side here we have another picture of the concept right there, and we have that same kind of a background, which I'm not exactly sure what it is. Definitely do let me know down in the comments if you guys know what that is, because I'm kind of stumped. It does look like the door though. I'm willing to bet it's the door. But now in the back here, let's check this art out, and that looks so sick. Alright, this is my favorite art on the back of the box so far. I mean, just check that out. That is so cool. So it looks like we have Bonnie emerging from the shadows. It looks like we still have a shadow on like basically half of their face. It looks like we got one Youtooz eye showing, and it looks like they're lunging right at us. But check out the detail on that hand though. That's insane. I mean, the shadows and everything. Oh, that looks good. And of course, you can't forget the ghost coming straight out of Bonnie's mouth. But then we have another message right there, and it says, one parent likened them to reanimated carcasses. Ooh. Nice. And we have another message on this side, and wow, that is the longest side of the box quote I have ever seen. They're usually like 1 or 2 lines, maybe. Sometimes they're only like 1 or 2 words. But I've never seen it this long before. That's gotta be like a new record. And it says, parents reportedly noticed what appeared to be blood and mucus around the eyes and the mouths of the mascots. Great. What a fun time. It looks like now we're getting to the disturbing parts. But then on the top of the box here, it looks like we have another picture of the concept right there with that black background. Let's open this thing up. Let's check out the message on the inside of the tab, and it says, "Where is that foul odor coming from? I have an idea. You know, call me crazy, but I have an idea. Gentlemen, I may not have a brain, but I have an idea." Alright, let's take this figure out and let's check out that inside box design. And it looks like we have the same kind of design that we saw on the Chica box there. We'll throw the box and the sleeve in the back here, and let's check out this figure. And here it is. Okay, I really like the pose of this one. This one is looking really, really cool. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Chica jump scare, she does have her arms backwards, right? And then the Bonnie one has their arms forward. So this is the exact jump scare pose, I'm pretty sure. But I gotta say, I'm definitely liking this pose a bit more than the Chica pose. So it looks like for this one, we have the ghost literally on the exact top of their head. And it looks like this one's actually leaning up against Bonnie's left ear, which is pretty cool. He's just like chilling. He's just straight up chilling on her head. There you go. I'll give you guys a close-up of that. That looks pretty awesome, I gotta say. So we got Bonnie's ears on the top here. It looks like we got gray on the front and we got purple on the sides and the back there. We even have that little metal piece that connects the ears to the head there. Looks like Bonnie has some red Youtooz eyes, and just like Chica, Bonnie's mouth is wide open, exposing those teeth on the bottom row there. The detail on the hands looks absolutely fantastic. I gotta say, they did a great job on those. We got Bonnie's bow tie right underneath the head there. We got that gray stomach, and of course we got those massive feet on the bottom there with gray on the bottom of the feet as well. Also, we do have some black in the joints for this one as well. As you can see, we got some black in the back of the shoulders there, and we also got a little bit of black in the wrist there as well. I gotta say, the FNAF characters look fantastic in Youtooz form. There's something about like the big head and the small body that just works really, really well for them. Like, I honestly think these look better than like, you know, like the actual size figures that they have. I like this a lot better. But then again, I am a bit partial to Youtooz. So here's a little close-up of the figure, and now we'll give you guys a 360 of this one as well. Did I put that sleeve there? Did that move? I didn't set that up correctly. My bad, I didn't even notice that. But anyway, let's get rid of the sleeve and the box. And let's toss Bonnie in the back with Chica. And now let's grab our next figure, and I gotta say, I think this is a golden opportunity to unbox a cool figure. Alright, that was a bad pun. I apologize for that. But now we're gonna go over Haunted Golden Freddy. So let's pop this thing open and let it drop right out. Toss that sleeve right on it. And there we go. So we got Haunted Golden Freddy on the top there, and we got the concept in front of that black background. And it looks like we have the exact same detail that we saw on the other two sleeves. We got Haunted Golden Freddy on the bottom there, and we got a little sneak peek of the figure. And on the final side here, it looks like we have another picture of the concept right there. So now, let's take the sleeve off, and let's check out that box. And it looks like Haunted Golden Freddy is number 29 of the Five Nights at Freddy's collection. We got the concept right there and that black background. On the first side here, we got another picture of that concept in front of that background, which I'm not exactly sure, like I said before, but I'm hoping it's the door. I'm hoping I'm right. And on the back here, oh, check that out. That is cool. This reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Like when you're sitting at the desk and you got that big door right in front of you. But I'm not sure if Golden Freddy is in that game. My lack of Five Nights at Freddy's knowledge is showing. But it looks like we got Golden Freddy kind of crawling right towards us. We got the ghost right beside him, and that looks awesome. We got the shadows all over him. That looks really cool. Trying to give you guys a good view without the glare showing. I'm filming this at night, so I'm using a lot of lights. But of course, we got that message on the top there, and it says, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has announced that it will close by year's end. No! Where am I gonna get my pizza now? Alright. On the final side here, it looks like we got another little message, and it says, vanished without a trace. Alrighty, on the top here, we got another picture of the concept right there in front of that black background, and let's open this thing up, and let's check out that message on the inside of the tab, and it says, who was I? I don't know, dude. Who were you? I'm not joking. I really do not know. Alright, let's take this figure out and check out that inside box design, but we got the same exact detail. Let's take this figure out of the plastic. Oh, they gave me two fronts of the plastic. Very nice. Extra protection. And we'll toss the box and the sleeve in the back here. And now let's check out this figure. All right, this one is looking very, very cool. The pose on this one is definitely the most dynamic yet. And actually, this might be the only figure that actually matches the art on the back of the box there. They're actually in the same exact pose, it looks like, except it's mirrored. So we get both angles. He doesn't have a good side. Both sides are his good side. But it looks like he has his top hat on the top of his head there. We got the two ears on either side, and it looks like the piece that's connecting the ear to the head is actually yellow instead of that metallic color. Then it looks like the Youtooz eyes are the same exact color as the eye socket, so they really blend in and it looks a lot more ominous. Actually, it looks like every single part of Golden Freddy is the exact same color except for the top hat and the bow tie there. And it looks like the ghost on this one is actually on his shoulder instead of on his head, so it's a little bit of a different position there. And I honestly really like the pose that the ghost is in. So it looks like he's balancing on his arm right there, and he's got one arm facing out forward, kind of like commanding Golden Freddy what to do and where to go. And here's a little zoom in of that little ghost fella. But then of course we got those big old feet on the bottom there, and it looks like he actually has a little bit of damage on his leg there. We got a little bit of that blackness peeking through. Also, we got a little bit of detail on the inside of the hands there as well. That looks really good. But yeah, this guy looks insanely cool, and the pose looks awesome as well. So now I'll give you guys a 360 of this guy as well, so you guys can see all that detail. But now let's get the sleeve and the box out of here, and let's toss Golden Freddy back with the other two. And there we go. We are more than halfway done. Are we enjoying the video so far? Hopefully. I spent a lot of money on this. Alrighty, so now we're down to the two Youtooz that I have not even taken a look yet. I've seen those ones out of the box before because I made that YouTube short, but I haven't seen these ones out of the box, so I'm so excited to check these ones out. Not to mention, these were the two that I was looking forward to the most, so. I gotta be honest though, I have really, really high hopes for Foxy. I think Foxy's gonna look the coolest, so it's, maybe we should do that one next, maybe. Yeah, you know what, let's do that one next. Since Freddy is the main character, I guess we'll save Freddy for last. So let's get him out of here, and we're gonna move on to Foxy. Bump him on the sleeve here, and drop him right out. He doesn't really want to come out though. I gotta shake him a little bit. There we go. And let's toss that sleeve right back on him. And let's flip him around. There we go. A lot of setup. Alrighty, so we got Haunted Foxy on the top there. We got the concept right there, and of course we got that black background. We got all that classic detail that we saw on the other sleeves there. We got Haunted Foxy on the bottom there. We got a little sneak peek of the figure right there, and of course we got the concept on this side. So now, let's take the sleeve off. And I think we want to do it this way, right? Yeah. Oh, the sleeve doesn't want to come off. There we go. Just took a little bit of convincing. I told the sleeve I was gonna break its legs if it didn't come off, and it came right off. And it looks like Haunted Foxy is number 27 of the Five Nights at Freddy's collection. We got the concept right there, and we got that black background. And check out that figure. I am so excited to get this thing out of the box. But on the first side here, we got another picture of the concept with that background that is mysterious. Although I'm pretty sure it's the door. I don't know. I've said that a bunch, but I have no idea. And on the back here, check that out. That is so cool. I really like this one. This is more of a close-up shot, it looks like. We only got Foxy's head, and of course we got that ghost coming straight out of Foxy's mouth. Then of course we got the message on the back of the box here, and it says, "They say the suspect dressed as a mascot to earn the children's trust." Ooh, creepy. But not creepy in a horror way. I mean, a different kind of creepy, if you know what I mean. And on the final side here, we got another little message, and it says, "They were never found." Not good, not good. I don't think the news reporter said it in quite that tone. Alrighty, on the top here, we got another picture of that concept right there with that black background, and let's open this thing up, and let's check out that message on the inside of the tab. And it says, "Where are we?" We are at the Boozetooz studio. That's where we are. Yes, that is totally what they meant. Alrighty, let's take this figure out, and let's check out that inside box design, but I guess we don't really need to check it out. I'm just so used to saying that, but they're all the same. They're all the same. Let's take this figure out of the plastic. And here it is. Check that thing out. That is so cool. We'll throw the box and the sleeve in the back here, and let's check out this figure. Yeah, this one's got to be my favorite, at least so far. I mean, check that out. All this detail looks insane. I knew Foxy was going to look cool because, you know, they got all those gaps and stuff. They're not as complete as the other animatronics. Foxy's already looking a bit withered, I gotta say. By the way, did I remind you about the Withered collection? It's only available for a couple more days, so make sure you go buy it. Buy the entire collection. Let's make Youtooz some money. You hear that, Austin? I got you, bro. The ears on Foxy are looking insane. So we have like sort of like that greenish gray color on the inside there. Then we got the classic fur color on the backside and the sides there. We got some fur on the top of the head there. We got that eye patch that's actually sticking upward so we can see both of Foxy's eyes. And the eyes are a very cool orange color. That looks pretty cool. We got the strap of the eye patch on the side there, and looks like in the middle of the eyes there as well. However, it's not even touching the eye patch, which is kind of strange. Oh wait, it might have gone blurry there. Let me focus that again for you. There you go. That's what the strap there looks like. And the mouth on this one looks absolutely insane. We actually got teeth on both the top and the bottom there. Then it looks like we have all those gaps and holes in Foxy's chest and in the arms there as well. Very, very cool detail there. Oh, check that out. You can even see like the robotic neck in the back there. That's so cool. Then it looks like we got the ghost on this one, and it looks like he's holding on to Foxy's shoulder. It looks like he might even be falling backwards a little bit on the back there. And here's a little close-up of that guy. This might be my favorite pose of a ghost yet. It's very dynamic. We got each limb going a different direction. Then of course we got the classic metal hook on the left side there, and we have that robotic hand on the right side there. I'll try to give you guys a close-up of those as well. Check that out. Pretty good detail on that hand. We got those brownish greenish shorts on the bottom there, and we got those robotic legs and feet. I wonder if Scott ever thought about giving Foxy a little peg leg. Maybe that's too on the nose. Maybe that's too piratey. I mean, he's already got the claw and the eye patch there. But I gotta say, the detail on this one looks absolutely amazing. I mean, I love the fur on each side of the face there. This thing just looks absolutely incredible. So now I'll give you guys a 360 of this one as well. And now we'll take the sleeve and the box out of here, and we'll throw this one in the back with the other three. You know, I think I'm going to spread them out a little bit more. They're a little too scrunched together. There we go. Alrighty, we are on to our last figure of the video. But don't be sad, this is going to be a really good one. We got the man of the hour. We got the main character. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the pizza god, Freddy Fazbear. Gotta be honest, I never thought I'd be hyping up Freddy Fazbear, but here we are. Alrighty, let's pop this sleeve right open. And let's slide him right out. Oh, this one really doesn't want to come out. Come on. There we go. Toss that sleeve right on it. And there we are. So it looks like we got Haunted Freddy right on the top there. We got the concept right there, and we got that classic black background right behind him. We got that same detail that we saw on all the other sleeves. We got Haunted Freddy on the bottom there. We got our first little sneak peek of the figure. Although you can't see too much considering this guy's really high up in the box there. You can't even see his eyes. Or at least I can't. Maybe you guys can. But on the final side here, we got another little picture of that concept right there. And let's take the sleeve off and let's check out that box. And it looks like the man himself is actually the first one of the collection. Maybe I should have unboxed this one first. Because I'm pretty sure Chica was the lowest number, right? Chico's number 26, so this one's got to be the first one. But I don't know if I actually gave you guys a close-up of the Five Nights at Freddy's collection on the bottom there, but there it is. And we got all that classic stuff on here. We're gonna switch right to the side here. We got another picture of the concept, and on the back here, oh, check that out. That is so sick. So we got Freddy kind of turning the corner there, and it looks like we got the ghost flying right around him. Looks like we got a little poster in the bottom there that says missing child. I wonder what that has to do with. Why would there be a missing child poster? There's no missing children in Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a friendly pizzeria. I don't know what they're trying to imply with this. But anyway, check out that detail. That looks absolutely awesome. I gotta say, my favorite back of the box art is either this one or Bonnie's probably. Bonnie's was really cool. It might be Bonnie's, honestly. But of course, we got that message on the back of the box there, and it says, in the hearts of kids, these characters will live on. Then of course, we got that message on the side there, and it says, it's a tragedy. Alrighty, on the top here, we got another picture of that concept right there in front of that black background. And let's open this thing up, and let's check out that message on the inside of the tab, and it says, we want to go home. How sad. How sad. Alright, let's take this thing out, and let's not check out the inside of the box design. How's that? We're not going to check it out this time. You know what? No. I refuse to do it. I refuse. So let's go straight to taking this guy out of the plastic. Imagine if one of the inside box designs was different and it was Freddy. That'd be funny. But I'm not going to show you guys because I know it's not different. Let's toss the box and the sleeve in the back here, and let's finally check out the Five Nights at Freddy's Freddy figure. And I gotta say, this one does not disappoint. This looks so freaking cool. And the blue Youtooz eyes just look fantastic for Freddy. So it looks like for this one, we're back to the ghost being on the side of the head there. It looks like the ghost is hanging right off of Freddy's ear there. I'll give you guys a close-up of this ghost as well, because they did a really good job on these things. We got Freddy's top hat on the top of the head there. We got his ears, so we got a different color on the inside than on the sides and the back there. And of course, we got that metal piece on the bottom there that connects it to the head. As I said before, we got those blue Youtooz eyes, and it looks like we're back to the teeth just being on the bottom row there. I also like how each one feels like it has a different like leaning position. So I'm holding it like this, but it actually kind of goes like that. Then it looks like we got that black bow tie right underneath Freddy's head there. We got a different color for the stomach, the inside of the hands there, and the bottom of the feet there. And the hands on this one looks absolutely insane as well. I love how they did the inside there. That looks really cool. And it's not just like painted on either. It looks like it extrudes from the figure a little bit more than the rest of the hand. And we got the same thing on this hand right there. And it looks like we got a little bit of blackness in the wrist there, in the front of the shoulders there, a little bit in the back of the shoulders there as well, and in the ankles. A lot of exposure to the inside of the animatronic on this one. But this thing looks absolutely insane, and it might be my favorite. It's between this and Foxy, but now I'll give you guys a 360 of this one as well. Alright, let's take the sleeve and the box out of here, and let's toss Freddy back with the others. And there we have it, all 5 figures in the Five Nights at Freddy's Haunted Youtooz Collection. Very cool, but they are pretty far away, so let's pull them forward a little bit. And check that out, how cool is that? Maybe I'll raise my desk up a little bit. There we go, that looks a little bit better. I can even pull them a little closer maybe. You know what, wait a minute, I have an idea. Let's toss these boxes right in back of them. And there we have it. Now I gotta raise my desk a little bit lower now. I'm moving it all over the place, but look at that, that looks cool. You know what, I think I can do a little bit better than that. Let's build a nice little display here. And check that out, we got the entire Five Nights at Freddy's Haunted Youtooz Collection. So do me a favor real quick before you click off this video. Let me know down in the comments which one of these 5 is your favorite. But besides that, make sure you subscribe to the channel for some more Five Nights at Freddy's Youtooz unboxings, because I got a lot more coming. I think I'm gonna pick up every single one going forward, so we're gonna have a lot of FNAF content coming up. And that brings us to the end of the video, so thank you guys again so much for watching. Like I said before, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.